Hey Taurus, how are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one will be for Monday, March 31st through Thursday, April 3rd. Okay? All right. Now, this one's for my Tauruses. We are just going to do a Celtic cross and see what Spirit wants to talk about and take it from there. Okay? All right. This one's for Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. All righty. Let's see. So what is this week? What's in store for you this week? What are we working on? Oh, the Magician. So you are manifesting whatever it is you want. You're in a position right now to be able to manifest whatever it is you want. Which is usually a position that somewhat is earned, you know what I'm saying? So you've been through it to try to get to this point. Now it's your turn. You get to manifest whatever it is you want, or at least attempt to. Okay, I like it. What is the obstacle to that end? The Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like what it is that you feel you want to manifest is somehow a collaboration. Whether that is a job situation or whether that is a relationship is probably what it is for a lot of you. You want to manifest this collaboration. You want to manifest a union that you feel like would be solid and go forward. The problem is you've always been incredibly independent, but at this point, somewhat due to circumstances that pushed you that direction, you found this really strong sense of independence, okay? Nobody's telling you what to do anymore, period. If they ever did, they're not now. You're doing what you damn well please is what it is. And so there's a rub here in the fact that what you want is a union, but you don't necessarily want to be part of the compromise or part of the, you don't want to give up your independence, okay? So it's causing a bit of a rub, okay? What is it you need to focus on? The Queen of Cups. You need to focus on, your nurturing, loving side. You need to focus on the fact that this is what you want. Or is it? You know what I'm saying? You have to really make a final decision as far as that goes. I'm sure it is what you want. But you're not going to be happy with a weak person in the other position opposite you, right? You don't want somebody that's, whatever, pick me, or you don't want somebody that is weak. You want somebody strong enough to stand up to you. But that's very hard to do when you're this independent, okay? There are not a lot of people who would even dare to try to stand up to you, okay? And if they did, you chew them up and spit them out. So it's like you have to find a balancing act, right? You're trying to do a balancing act. Okay, what is it you need to leave behind? The Five of Pentacles. So the first thing that came into my head when I saw this is just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. So in your mind, though, that's how you've been programmed. So to you, you need to leave behind this sense of you being left out in the cold or abandoned or lonely all the time, and stop and really look at the situation and come to the realization that although you're alone, you're not necessarily lonely. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's what I feel like needs to be left behind. Partially like a preconceived notion that the only way you're going to be whole or complete is if you have someone. That's not true. But it's like it's something that's for some reason is ingrained in you. And so you need to work on leaving that and the feeling of abandonment or whatever behind you. Okay? All right. What is your strength here? The sun. It's like the sun is all around you. You bring happiness to other people. You just radiate happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere right now. But is that happiness because you're independent? Is that part of what's making you this bright shine, this bright shining whatever entity that's walking around, where's that coming from? Maybe independence is part of that. I don't know. All right, and what do we have in the near future? The Queen of Wands. So you figuring out what you want and going after it and getting it, pretty much. That's the Queen of Wands. I mean, you're desirable, you're determined, you exude sex appeal. I mean, you are going to get what it is you want and not give a flying whatever what anybody else thinks about it. Just be cautious that you don't rack up bad karma in the process. You know that. Yep. I just want you to get grounded and be real clear on what it is you want. That's what I'm thinking about here. Okay, so what is the advice? The advice is the Eight of Pentacles. The advice is to figure out what you want and invest. Invest all of it. Become totally invested in the dream or the goal that you're setting for yourself, what it is that you want, okay? What's the atmosphere? It's the Six of Wands. People are going to talk, okay? They just are. So know that going in and try not to let it affect you. Anytime that you're going to have public recognition and victory that's public, people are going to talk. It's just, it's out of jealousy. It's out of whatever. Their own insecurities. You can't let it affect you, okay? Because it feels like maybe it affects you some more than it should. Okay, what is your greatest fear? Your greatest fear is the Ten of Wands. You're scared to death that if you get into this union that you think you want so bad, it's going to turn into a heavy burden. That's kind of what unions are sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that's a valid fear, I think. Anyways, okay, what is it what's the outcome? Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like everything's going to fall together exactly the way that you have imagined it in a lot of ways. There you go. Okay. All right. What do we got for Monday? I've got the 6 of Pentacles and the Strength card. Make sure that you are giving out what you want to receive back. Okay? So if you want honesty, put honesty out there. If whatever, just make sure you're giving out what you want to receive back, because that's how this is working. Tuesday, I have the 10 of Swords and the Hangman. So there's been some sort of betrayal here on Tuesday that's making you feel incredibly stuck. It feels to me like the betrayal has something to do with money or work. I don't know why. That's just what I'm getting off that. Wednesday, I have the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So because of whatever happens on Tuesday, Wednesday, you're feeling very logical, very much so somebody who doesn't want to deal with emotion. Somebody who's trying to look at everything from a very analytical point of view, okay? And then we get Thursday. Thursday, I've got Temperance and the Devil. So, you're trying very hard to be patient with people Thursday, especially whoever caused all this grief right here. But it's hard. It's hard. You're obsessing over whatever's happened to you on Tuesday, and it's kind of simmering. So go take a kickboxing class or go run around the block or something. Try to get that energy out of you, okay? Because otherwise it's going to continue to simmer, and after a while the pot's going to blow, right? All right, Taurus, you're on the right track. Just make sure you know exactly what it is you want, because it looks like right now what you want, what you ask for is what you'll get, kind of, okay? All right, then. I will be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. If anybody needs a private reading, send me a message. I'll get you the details. Other than that, I hope you have a great week. Okay. Oops, upside down. Okay, thank you.